This is my adopted daughter, Scotty. She had always been behaving strangely, and I was hoping that she would just grow out of it. So I took her to see the doctor.
Next.
Your daughter had autism.
A 39-year-old father and his autistic son were found dead in their car last night from carbon monoxide poisoning in an apparent murder-suicide. We are here talking with the ex-wife and the mother of this tragic story. So, did you have any indication that your ex-husband was thinking of suicide?
When I was with my ex-husband, he told me on several occasions that he felt overburdened with trying to care for his son. He felt that there were no resources available to him and that funding was a major issue and resources were available.
As of March 2012, 1 out of 88 children have been diagnosed with a form of autism somewhere along the autism spectrum. It can cost as much as $80,000 a year for intensive behavioral intervention therapy. Ontario has a budget of $115 million a year to assist families with autism in their funding needs. This is a surprisingly low amount if you take into consideration the number of individuals with autism in Ontario. So doing the math, $12.4 billion would be needed to fully fund all autistic children in Ontario, assuming that the therapy costs $80,000. Something to think about. And now we have a mother, Mrs. Folger, who was able to secure the fundings and resources for her daughter because of her repeated demands. Hello, Mrs. Folger.
Thank you. I wear proudly on my shoulders that I have a big mouth. Jesus gave me this big mouth to help my son. My son would not be here if I did not strongly advocate for him. I always tell people, my son might have autism, but autism does not have my son. As soon as your child is diagnosed, it is a common thread you feel abandoned, alone, a sense of depression kicks in. That's something that every parent feels like, and no one's going to take care of you but yourself. Despite the tragic stories, Canadian families need to remember that life for families struggling with autism can still be good. You just got to advocate for your child.
Wow, that was a really inspirational story. Thank you for sharing.